So this students will be solving the more problems. So people, you need to solve these questions. So already we have learned more problems on signals. So the first signal is x of n is 2 minus 1 0 1 3. You need to sketch x of n minus 2 and x of n plus 2. This is your question number 1. Okay, start solving. So for every problem here, those are coming newly. First, you need to sketch the x of n here. So the first step is you need to sketch the x of n. So you need to sketch the x of n. Here n will be there. So here the value of n is ranging from -1 to 3. So I told the starting element will be the 0. The remaining, the right side elements will be positive, +1, +2, +3, and the left side elements will be negative. So if I take the scale, I will start from -2, let it be. So -2, -1, 0. See, I'm drawing roughly because it's a whiteboard. You need to use scale and draw. 2, 3, and 4. So here, so at -1, what's the amplitude, students? At -1, what's the amplitude? Hello?
Zero, zero,
At
zero.
-1, pa.
-1.
-2 at 0. So
Oh,
0
two,
and
two.
1. So at -1,
Two,
the
two.
amplitude is 2. So you need to plot 2 over here. At 0, what is the amplitude?
-1.
So -1 should go downwards. Okay. So at 1, it is 0. So you need to mark here 0. Okay. Then at 2, what is the amplitude? 1. At 2, the amplitude is 1. At 3, the amplitude is 3. You need to show more 3. So this is your x of n signal. Did you understood? Did you understood, pa?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Now it is x of n minus 2. What you need to do in x of n minus 2?
Right shift towards delay.
You need to shift 2 positions towards the right side. So in a x of n minus 2, you need to shift 2 positions towards the right. So in x of n minus 2, you need to shift 2 positions to the right. So it will be starting from 1 only. 1 atra you will be having 2. Remaining all points you write down 0. At 2 you will be having -1. At 2 you will be having -1. At 3 you will be having 1. At 3 you will be having 0 because 2 positions. So 3 you will be having 0. 0 you need to do it. At 4 you will be having amplitude as 1. 4 you will be having amplitude as 1. At 5 you will be having amplitude as 3. So this is your x of n minus 2 signal. In n plus 2 signal, you need to shift towards the left. So this whatever you have will go to 2 positions backward, that is -3 in the Shurvagata. -3 atra you will be having 2. I think you know to plot. Any doubt in this?
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅದು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂತ.
x of n minus 2 ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ವಪ್ಪ? ಸೊ x of
ಹ್ಮ್.
n ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಪ್ಪ?
ಹಾ.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ನ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ n-2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ 2 ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್. ಮೈನಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ 2 ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್. ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಏನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಪ್ಪ, ಅದನ್ನ
ಹಾ
ಟೂ
ಸರ್.
ಟೂ ಟೂ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಪುಷ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ -2 ಹತ್ರ -1 ಹತ್ರ 2 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ -1 ಹತ್ರ 2 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀನ್ -1 + 2 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಹಲೋ,
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಪ್ಪ, ಅದನ್ನ +2 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ +2. 0 ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋದು 2ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ 0 ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ 0th ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಫಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಟು 2. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಎಟ್ 1, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ -1 ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಹತ್ರ. 2 ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೆ 4 ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ n+2, 2 ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್? ಇಫ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2, ಇಫ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎಟ್ 2, at where it will go? Delete.
0 ಸರ್. +2.
-2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ
ಹಾ.
ಟು 0. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಟ್ 3,
1.
ಹಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಪ್ಪ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
Now I will be giving you one condition based problem. This I think already I explained in yesterday's session. I thought to go with systems. Okay, I'll give you another one problem for your understanding purpose. You both need to solve and send pa. This kind of problems they've asked in most of your papers. Okay. So I think it's sufficient. Whatever the problems we have thought, it is more than sufficient. So if you have any doubts in signals, you can text a message or else like post it in the group. We will solve that problems. So moreover, 4 to 5 classes we have taken on signals only. So the next important thing which you need to learn will be your systems. So systems will be your second part of your module. So, and you need to remember the definitions correctly. If you write the definitions correctly, you will get the marks. So a system, what is the definition of a system? Can anyone tell?
System is a set of elements or functional block that are connected together and produce the output with response to an input signal. Example,
Very,
amplifier or oscillators.
yeah, very good, Pa. Delete Wi-Fi or not telling. So there are many kinds of system. The first system will be your linear system. Write down system, write down students, linear and non-linear. The first type of system is the linear and the non-linear system. Write down this definitions, all you need to remember. Okay. A system, write down students, a system, if it satisfies the superposition theorem, a system which satisfies superposition theorem, satisfies superposition theorem, then we will be calling that system as linear. a system which satisfies the superposition theorem, we will be calling it as the linear system. So what is that linear system? Whenever we solve problems both on the linearity condition, we will understand. Just let's understand one example. So what should be a system? I should be having some inputs to it. So I will be having two inputs. I will be considering x1 of n as one of my input. Okay, this is connected to a functional block here. So this will be my second signal, x2 of n. So I will be having a system. This we will be calling it as a system, and this system will be producing an output which will be having both the arbitrary constants. So this arbitrary constants will be of a1, and this will be having an arbitrary constant of a2. Okay, so this will be having an output as y, that which will be equivalent to f of, with the arbitrary constant of a1 of x1 of n added with a2 of x2 of n. So this will be your superposition theorem. So if it violates the superposition theorem, then we will be calling it as the system as non-linear. I will be explaining with examples, so like whenever we are solving the problems. As of now, if they ask you to write the theory, you need to write this definition and this block diagram and with the formula. I have given you already the notes in your know how to write. The same thing you need to write in your examination. So if it doesn't satisfies the superposition theorem, then we will be calling it that system as non-linear. Okay. If it doesn't satisfy superposition, then we will be calling it as a non-linear system. Okay, pa? So this is your linear and non-linear definition. The second will be your time variant and invariant system. The time variant and time invariant system. Okay. A time variant system andre. A time variant system, what is the definition means? A time invariant or a time invariant and variant system. So a time invariant or a variant system andre, it is a system in which, so a system in which a time shift or a delay in the input signal will cause the corresponding shift in the output signal. Shift in the output signal. In the output signal. Okay. So I will be having, so if I am changing my input signal, the output signal also gets changed. That is the meaning of time invariant system. If it is doesn't changing, then you will be calling it as time variant system. So this is time invariant and time variant. I have written ulta. The first one will be your invariant and the next one will be your invariant. So if I have a delay, so if I consider this as my input signal y of n minus n naught, if I have a delay in this signal, the corresponding output signal also will be having the delay in my signal. That is the meaning of time invariant system. Okay. ನಾನು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇನ್ವೇರಿಯಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇನ್ವೇರಿಯಂಟ್. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೇರಿ, ದಟ್ we will be calling it as a variant system. Are you writing down, Dilip and Surendra?
Yes, sir.
Dilip, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ? ಎನಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
Okay. The third one will be your casual and non-casual system. Casual, see, for fourth and third module, this will be there, and eradukku different. So for this, whatever I am teaching, it's for applicable for third module itself. For your fourth module, it is different. So the casual system andre the output of the system. So in the casual system, the output of the system, the output of the system the output of the system depends only on present and past inputs, but not on future inputs. So ivaga I will be explaining you what is the meaning of present input, past input and future input. So if I have present andre ivaga nadita iradu. So present signal andre henge I will be taking x of n, that will be my present. So that is going on now. That is x of n. I will be not be having any delay or anything. So x of n will be your present input. 2x of n will be your present input. I should be not having any signal like operations involved like plus and minus. So then that is called as the present input. Okay. So what is the meaning of past, students? Past andre naddogirodu, meaning it's already over. So that I will be using with negative sign. So that is x of n minus 1. X of n minus 1, can it be a past? Yeah, it is a past signal. X of n minus 1, x of n minus 2, x of n minus 3, which will be having the negative coordinate, that will be your past. So the present, future will be, future andre nadiyodu, what will be happening in the future, that will be your x of n plus 1. I will change here only, that is x of n plus 1 and x of n plus 2. That will be your future. Past not, it's future. Okay, pa? So this is how you need to remember. Okay, this is your present, past, future. Okay. Did everyone wrote down till here? Can I erase the board, students? Okay, I will explain even the non-casual too here. Non-casual system andre, what is the meaning of non-casual system? The non-casual system depends only on future. It depends only on future, values, only on future values. See, with or without present of past and present values. past and present values. Definitions are important, students. So non-casual system ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು future value ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. Future value should be present. If present or past, it might be there or it might not be there. It is not a problem, but the future values should be present in the system. That is the meaning of the non-casual system. Understood? The output of the system depends only on the present and past inputs, but not on the future inputs. Then you will be calling the system as a casual. Non-casually future irbeku. Definitely future should be present, but you might have present and past. Present to past idre nodiyutte illa andre nodiyutte. Okay. So how can I take a casual system example? The casual system example I can take. So I will be I'll giving you one example. Okay, I have y of n. So y of n I have with me. You should identify y of n. It is 2x of n plus x of n minus 2. What kind of a system it is, students? Is it a casual system or a non-casual system? Identify. Here, what kind of
Yes, yes.
values can I see? I can see present and past. So can I see any future values in the signal? Dilip, can I see any future values in the signal? Hello?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
So what kind of a system it is? It is a casual system because the output depends only on the present and past, not on the future. Present and past matra itre, that is a casual system. If it is n plus 2, then it is non-casual system. Then it is non-casual system because I have future values. In non-casual future ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶುಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ಯಾಶುಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಯು ಕಣ್ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶುಯಲ್. ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶುಯಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಪಾ?
ಸರ್.
ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ? ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್,
sir.
ಐ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಟೈಮ್.
ಸರ್, ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅದು?
ಹಾ, ಏನಪ್ಪಾ?
ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಸೈನ್, ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್, ಎರಡು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ?
ನೋ ಸರ್, ನೋಪಾ. ಎರಡು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್.
ಅದೇ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶುಯಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ?
ಹಾ,
ನಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶುಯಲ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ?
ನಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶುಯಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಸಿ, ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್.
ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂತ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 ಪಾ. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇವಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ n plus 1, ಇವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಪ. ಇವಾಗ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಇವಾಗ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಇಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್. ಎರಡು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್. ಇದು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್, this is past, this is present, this is future. Nothing sign involved in it, then it is called present. If it is negative, past. If it is positive, future. That's all pa. Did you finish?
Okay.
Understood?
Yes sir.
Time invariant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪ, if I change the input value, there will be a corresponding change in the output value. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Did you wrote everyone?
Yes, sir.
Finished? The next concept here in this system will be, this definitions will be asked for your examination for 8 marks pa. So learn the definitions correctly. Whatever I've given in notes, that's a correct definition, which is VTO prescribed one. So you learn the definitions correctly. I don't know why people, only Surendra is sending the assignments, remaining people are not solving any assignment and sending. So I'm thinking to stop and giving you assignments because you are not doing now. So the next one will be your static and dynamic systems. The next one will be your static and dynamic systems. The static and the dynamic systems. So what is the meaning of static system, students? The static system or else a memoryless system. A static system can also be called as memoryless system. Static andre ಏನಪ್ಪಾ, all the name only indicates that it is that system is stationary. It won't be moving. So in this, the output depends on only present input only. The output depends on present input only. Present input only. Then you will be calling it as a memoryless or a static system. What is the meaning of present input pa? Can you give an example, Dilip?
Yes, sir.
Can you give an example? X of n will be my present input. X of n plus 2 future up, present up.
Future, sir.
Very good. So x of n I can take as an example. 2x of n I can take it as one more example. So these are the examples which I can take for a static and a memoryless system. That is, the output depends on the present input only. So that is x of n and 2x of n. Next. So next case will be, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ power ಕೂಡ you can have different. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x square plus n, that is also your present only. X square, 2x square, 2x cube, but you should not have any operations involved in the system. The next, the second one will be your what pa? The second one will be your, the second one will be a dynamic or non-memory. Dynamic system ಅಲ್ಲಿ, it depends on the past values of the input. It depends on the past values of the input. It can even involve, it can also have the present values, but past ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. Present ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, but past, at least one signal should be having past values of the input. Then we will be calling it as a non-memory system. So can you tell me an example of a past pa? I will be having x of n minus 1. This is your past. So I can have even the present value also. Okay, I can have the present value also. Then this system is called as non-memoryless. This system is called as non-memoryless. Whatever the problem, that whatever I have discussed, that is a non-memoryless system. So, okay, understood between the static and dynamic, memoryless system and non-memoryless system? Any doubt?
No, sir.
The next concept here is, Surendra, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಪ್ಪ?
Yes, sir.
The stable system. The next one will be your stable system. ಈ definitions ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ಕೊಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. You need to write along with example to get the complete marks. So what is the meaning of stable system definition? You need to write when every bounded input when every bounded input will be producing will be producing the every bounded output the every bounded output then we will be calling that system as the stable system. When every bounded input will be producing the every bounded output, then we will be calling it as the stable system. Okay. What is this meaning of invertible system? The sixth one will be your invertible system. So, Nimatra, whatever bounded input you will be having, bounded input taknagene the output is produced means then we will be calling that system as the stable system. Okay. What we will be calling the next one? The next one will be your invertible system. So the invertible system, okay, I've written this. So invertible system andre a system is said to be invertible if there is a unique output for an every unique input. So nanatra x of n idre if I am getting a different output like x of n plus 5 like that. So ನಾನು ಕೊಡೋ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೆ if I am getting a different output then we will call that system as invertible. So write down the definition of invertible. So a system is said to be invertible if there is a unique output for every unique input. Okay. Then we will be calling that system as the invertible system. Can anyone tell me what is the definition of linear system? Dilip, tell me pa. Linear and non-linear definition, you tell me. Hello.
Sir, a system which satisfies superposition theorem, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me the definition of um, memoryless system pa? Learn today only you learn this definition. 8 marks will come easily if they give you definitions, or else problem ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ definition ಬರ್ದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ you need to solve the problem.
Sir.
ಓಕೆ ಓದ್ಕೋ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆಪ್ಪ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಪಾಠ ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
Okay, sir.
ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಲಾಂಗ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಥಾಟ್. So first today your assignment is you need to solve the complete signals. I will share you all the signals recorded classes in the Telegram group. You need to practice all the signals, learn the definitions of systems and try to solve the problems on the systems. Like you can easily solve. If I give you x of n mostly papers ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. What kind of a system is this system a linear? X of n linear or non-linear?
Linear.
Okay, you need to even explain if it is a linear. So I have given you the signal as x of n and x of n minus 2. This is your problem. Based on your example, try to solve this. Check for linearity, time invariance. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ. There is a standard problems that will be asked in your examination. So illi present and past ಇದೆ. So what is the it is a memoryless memory na Okay. Okay, there is a very less amount of time left. So we will be taking the problems on systems tomorrow. Like 4 to 5 problems are there in systems. So if you do that, this module will be done. So if you have any doubts from this module, like previous year paper, any tough questions you feel, you can post it in the group. We can take it in the next coming sessions. So after from Monday, we need to start the module 4 and 5. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
module 4 and 5 is very important. So from today, I have some I can take even evening session also if you want. So we'll take. Are you ready for evening session also, students?
At what time, sir?
Above 7 o'clock. Is
Okay,
it
sir.
fine? So we will finish off the systems and we can directly start with module 4. We have very less time. So module 4 we can start from tomorrow session. Okay, evening 7 p.m. you can join. So if you have any doubts, any problems, like you need to do, I will tell you within 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I will take 1 hour. So whenever I am free, so be ready with that. So I'll post the message half an hour prior. Within 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'll take 1 hour.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
We'll do the problems on systems. Now, what are your backlogs, Pa? Dilip and Surendra? Like, what are your subjects back? I think Surendra told only BSP yes. You, Pa, Dilip, what are your backlogs?
Sir, circuits and controls BSP.
Okay, Pa. So, first BSP. When is your CC exam, Pa?
Sir, after BSP,
BSP is when?
5th March 5th, CC March 6th.
Okay, Pa. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can solve the problems. I'll share the recorded classes. Okay, Pa.
Okay.